Prior to Beach Reach, I was my usual self of full of fear and anxiety, but at the same time, for the most part, I was really excited because it was something completely new and different. And like I said, I have an anxiety disorder, and the last training session we had, weirdly, I ended up having an anxiety attack, and I just couldn't do it. I felt like I wasn't ready, and that whole week leading up, almost every day, I was a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds away from texting someone to say, I don't think I can do this. I need to pull out. I don't think I can go. But I'm so glad I did. I can easily say it was probably one of the best things in my life and one of the best things I've ever done. And surprisingly, for everyone who knows me, my favorite part was actually being on the vans. Uh, I usually hate talking to new people or opening up to new people who I don't know because of my social anxiety. But I think there's only really a handful of trips where I didn't have one sat next to me. So I was almost not necessarily forced to talk to them, but I definitely had a lot of conversations. And one thing that really stood out to me was I met this kid called Blake who we met during the Louis runs, and had a really good conversation. Was able to share the gospel with him, and I think that must have only ever been maybe the second or third time that in my life that I had shared the gospel with him. And it was one of those conversations where I think I finally experienced what people say when they say God spoke through me. I had a full conversation, probably a good maybe 4 or 5 minutes long, because he stayed on after the bus got to a stop. And I'm usually pretty good at remembering what I said in conversations, but literally after he got off the bus, I don't remember a single word what I said to him. And people on the bus were saying to me some of the stuff I said. I'm like, I don't remember saying that. And these are impactful things. And it was one of those feelings where anything could beat it. Just be able to make an impact on people who were like me 2, 3 years ago. And that's something that surprised me of, and what God taught to me is, I think, and He's now showed me, I have much more strength than I ever imagined that I had. And like growing up a lot of time in fear and thinking I was weak and useless, I now know that I'm not. I've got so much strength, and that's all because of Him. And if I hadn't gone on Beach Reach, I don't think I would have ever really known, let alone seen, what I have. And since coming back, I've become much more open and about sharing my faith and who I am, and having faith conversations with people who maybe didn't know about my faith and who I'd always feared talking to about it. And so I think just something that I can apply to my life now is, I know who I am, and I know I'm comfortable with saying, yeah, I'm a Christian, and I love Jesus, I love God, and He's made such an impact on my life, and I want to share that with people. And I remember I tweeted about it, and people replied, because I said I think that there's just thrown a spanner in the works of my future, and so I just can't wait to see what the future holds.